What's up, gamers, and welcome back to Hunter the Requiem. Last time, oh god, that hurts.
I was gonna say, are you okay?
I mentally stabbed him.
Last time, you guys did a bunch of research. Found out that this guy had a Fey weapon that was used for harvesting glamour. And
well, we found out it could be cursed weapons could be of 3 different categories. We didn't know which one he had.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you did. It did seem most likely to be a Fey weapon.
Yeah.
And you think that they might be some sort of shapeshifter. They're mostly been practicing on AL Street, and you guys are going later in the and now it is late in the evening as you guys arrive in AL Street.
Yeah, but how long did it take us to get
my
there?
My dad is doing shit in the background.
I'm actually going to ask, who's driving?
I said earlier that I was going to try and make at least one of the weapons to see if it works that had the schematics that roughly
But
drafted.
who's driving?
I'll drive.
All right.
Monty is driving.
I'm going to ask for a dexterity. I'm going to ask for a resolve drive roll, actually, to try to get through New York traffic in any reasonable amount of time.
And not fucking try to kill someone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
The difficulty on this is going to be... Here's what I'm going to say. I'm actually not going to set a difficulty for this. The most amount of time this could take is 3 hours. Every success will minus 30 minutes.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Wonderful.
So if you get 6 successes, we just teleport there.
I assume there's a minimum amount of time.
I'll make it take a minimum of 30 minutes. Yeah.
I good at that. Hey. Willpower roll.
I forgot to get my character sheet up.
I ask, are we ready? Yes.
My character sheet is now out. I am ready.
Are you ready, kids?
Cool, I'm dead.
Lord have mercy. I ask, are you ready? And Steven's just like underground, just like, yep, we're good. Just crawling back.
I do want everyone, if we do have an audience watching this, I do want you to know, this man's me teaching the next generation.
It's gonna be great.
8.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You did not need to willpower reroll that. Under no circumstances.
I got a crit on that reroll.
Which implies you already had 4 successes, which would have made it take an hour. I think you were fine.
Well, I had 3.
Which would have made it take...
Wait.
1 hour, 30 minutes, which is not bad.
I forget.
You did not need to
Ryan?
willpower reroll that.
I forget, was Ryan, doing something else during this?
His parents are here.
No, I meant in-game.
Igor is edging.
No, he's asleep.
Currently.
He's asleep.
Oh, okay,
Hardcore
okay.
slumping.
He's
Oh,
going...
Lord. Okay. Well, can I try and roll to see how much complete I get on the gun while he takes 30 minutes to get there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, give me your roll. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna do a similar thing for you. It requires 8 steps to complete. Every step is gonna be part of the way there. You know, intelligence craft. Hypertech special.
Yeah.
Woo!
8 dice, let's go.
if my man over here starts making like actual teleportation devices, I'm going to sit there going, yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 of the dice rolled.
Mr. Storyteller, are we on the last day of being
No,
in the city?
this is still the first day.
No,
This is
no,
still
we're
the
This
first
is
still
still
on
the
the
first
first
day. Got it. Understood.
A lot
I'm
less
just
time
double
for
checking.
universe than it has out of universe.
Thank you.
We do have to on the next day deal with the problem.
4 successes. 4 out of 8. I'm not gonna willpower since you said
Alright.
there's steps. I'm just 4 successes.
All right, you're like halfway there. At this point, you basically have a working magnet, but like you can't really trigger it on. Like it requires more power than can be brought around with hand. So you really only have one that works in the van itself.
Alright. And we're just trying to hopefully find something first before hopefully having
It
to
is
use
late
it.
at night as you arrive. It's getting at the point. I'm gonna say it's about 9. Most of the shops are like about to close. There is as you arrive on the street, you see a few things. There's a gas station. That's gonna be open the entire time. There's what looks to be a bodega separate from that, which is going to be closing soon.
Bodega.
There's what can there's very surprisingly still a video store in one corner. And other than that, it seems to mostly be residential. There is one place that has a sign out front. It's already closed, but you apparently they do tattoos and piercings in the basement of some apartment building.
Time to do tattoos and piercings.
Do compare things.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a few different shops, and then mostly apartment buildings, basically.
All right.
Maybe we should ask where, I guess, the murders took place. Well, attacks, because we don't know if that... Do we know if that chick that was brought into the hospital died in the hospital, or...
There's not enough reports out about... You didn't really see any reports about her
Okay.
in your research.
I guess the attacks... of Cropsey.
There's only really been references to them happening on this street, not really where specifically.
So we can ask around to see if we can... I guess just go look at the scenes and see if there's anything that the crime scene people didn't pick up. Anything mystical.
Yep.
In nature.
So there's apartment buildings, the bodega, the video store, and the convenience store.
Convenience store, maybe? They usually get a lot of people talking in there.
That's what I was thinking.
I've already used all my talking skills today.
What you've looked at a gun.
Looked. I talked. I got money from a bank that I shouldn't have. Sent to that guy, so I think there's
You
a lot
what?
of talking. Doesn't matter. Someone else talk today. I've spent my battery.
Do you know how awkward I am?
Yeah, you stood there while I got ripped off since you called him a scam.
Well, I'll talk, I suppose.
To the convenience store, then.
To the convenience store.
Sure.
Right.
Blooding?
Phone.
Oh.
Give me 1 second.
Fuck, what's my streetwise?
You good, Reese?
Hmm?
You
Trying
good?
to figure out if he's a good
Yeah,
talker.
I was just saying. Well, specifically streetwise, because what we're doing is what streetwise is.
Yeah.
Man, it sucks the talker's not here.
I have one streetwise.
He's here. He's just asleep.
Dead asleep.
I have subterfuge.
Oh.
I have no streetwise.
I have one.
I don't think any of us has streetwise.
Streetwise.
I have no streetwise. I have 2 in persuasion, but
The
that's
one
about
man
it.
we really need is unavailable.
Who would have guessed?
Let's
To
beat
be
him up.
fair,
We're all gonna
well,
die.
this is definitely what Streetwise is related to. You can still extract this information otherwise. It's the same way that, like, if you're talking to a doctor, you don't necessarily need to make a medicine roll.
Yeah.
There.
It still feels like it's too.
What in the fuck convenience store did we walk into?
This is just blaring.
Very
of the
lively
phone
one.
Of the person behind the
Apparently.
desk. The person behind the counter just has their phone propped up playing this.
Lovely. Just
in universe, this is an actual person singing, but actual singing is distracting.
got it.
Thought I had the image for this person saved. I did not.
Time to go through my
I thought
1,000
I
of
was
Pinterest
looking at
images.
Shh, it's fine.
And here we go.
Gets pulled through
We
a
all got- we all got-
wormhole.
Listen, we've all got sucked into wormholes.
Falls into the
every
Umbra.
once in a while.
We don't talk about that day.
We all have sex with wormholes occasionally.
Hey, hold up.
Let's
Hold
just
Yeah, hold up. She
Let's
can't
just
put a
stay.
penis in it.
let's just stay on this world, please.
I got you on that one.
You know what? Screw
I
it, let's
heard
go
that
with it.
chuckle. It was a dumb joke, but I still got you.
I laugh at anything.
This is
we
Steven.
know this.
I know, he's a good source of, like, you know, making myself feel good because I got to make someone laugh.
Sure. Alright. And as with every convenience store, it has what it needs to. The person behind the counter playing their own music. Just walls lined with junk food. A vague smell. Just an unplaceable smell in the currently occupied bathroom. And the most important feature of every convenience store,
A slushy machine.
an inexplicably more attractive than it should be woman behind the counter.
Mm.
By your
I don't know if
account.
that's...
While they're talking, I am gonna go.
hot in the edgy way.
My character is going to get restock up on shit that we need.
Alright.
My girl's like,
Who goes and approaches her? That's you, Reese?
I suppose.
Not it.
Max has gone to buy shit, so he's gone.
By the way,
My
just
boy.
letting you know right off the bat, I can see your
Oh?
friend if you're trying to steal from me.
Huh?
You know, the whole routine to distract them while the other person runs around and steals. I can see him. Just letting you know.
I look over.
Do that.
I look back at her. I look over, and then I look back at her again. I'm like, I mean, if he steals, I'm beating him up first. I don't know if you can jump the counter as easily as I could just turn around.
So what? Gas on pump 3?
Yes.
How much?
I'll go do it.
That is in character.
I look over at Max. How much?
How empty is it?
Like at 4. Like the 4th little prong.
In which direction?
In which direction?
Like from
They're
empty.
numbered.
From
Not
empty.
all of them.
$50.
They're numbered. Okay, 50.
As you can tell, my friends are socially awkward. I apologize.
I rush out
all
and
good.
start
Listen, man.
doing the gas.
Listen, man, I just had 2 siblings I knew from back in high school macking on each other an hour earlier. This is fine.
What?
Do you want me to get in detail about that?
I'm gonna go use the bathroom now.
Both yes and no. No,
sure
because
Mikey's
no, yes, as in the same way you like click on like a murder story YouTube video.
As you go to the back, though,
Weirdly interested.
As you go towards the bathroom, Ethan, you just hear her yell, "Pretty sure Mikey's shooting up in there. Give him a second."
He's just standing at the door.
He's just beating his head against the wall. Just.
I was imagining.
Why?
I was just imagining he was just about to grab the doorknob to the bathroom door, and after hearing that, he's just staring at the doorknob with his hand barely touching the doorknob. He's like, ugh.
But like you're about to touch the doorknob, you pause and just close your eyes. And an almost hate version of Nirvana hits you for a moment.
I can't punch anything yet. You know, this door don't got feelings.
It's like the opposite of Nirvana. You are very interested in beating the fuck out of that person. Anyways.
She just... Alright, cash your card.
Max, cash your card. Max?
Card. I'll pay when I get up there with this other shit.
Cool.
So, this is like my first time in New York. Any good places to go around, or anything I should watch out for?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you where to watch for. AL Street. Just fucking leave this part of town if I was you. Go somewhere actually nice. There's an M&M store on in Times Square. It's all M&Ms. Just literally all M&Ms.
Quite fascinating, really.
Is that just a thing that they keep going because, like,
It's for tourists.
advertisement, or like, does it actually make money?
It makes enough money from tourists.
All right. My boy seems a little like, the fuck about that. Boston was way less complicated.
Are you from Boston?
Not originally, but I spent a good amount of time there. Recently got a degree from... shit, my brain blanking on which one it is, Harvard or Yale. This is out of character, me saying that. Yeah, he says Harvard.
It was Harvard. She just looks at you. Ah, fancy college boy. Like, listen,
We're just doing like a road trip thing.
Yeah, you might just want to skip over this part of town. It ain't exactly safe.
Why?
Why? I mean, listen, a chick got fucking stabbed out front of the store like last week.
Like,
I walk back in and I'm like, has it not been paid for? Because it's not letting me pump yet.
Max is still getting stuff. You said someone died here? Kai.
Oh, maybe? I don't know. They got
Kai.
stabbed. Yeah.
May I do a role to basically just play innocent and sort of like lead her on to telling more of the story? If that makes sense.
Sure. Give me a manipulation. This is gonna sound weird, but
I think.
Manipulation persuasion?
Yeah.
Maybe subterfuge, I guess.
Subterfuge is literally the skill for this.
I know, but it's like not necessarily lying is the thing.
You can use subterfuge just to seem innocent.
Are you okay in there?
Give me, okay, too many people are going at once. Give me a second.
Oh, I was not muted. My bad. I was talking to roommate. That was out of. I'm so sorry. I'm so. That was out of. I'm so sorry. No. My bad. I heard something happen outside my room, and I said, I'm so sorry. That I'm gonna mute my mic now. I'll be back.
It's okay. I thought you were in character.
That's great.
That's so funny.
Wait a second, I got a fucking dot. I'm dying. Fuck.
Okay, that was good.
How about manipulation, persuasion,
roommate's
or
good.
subterfuge?
I'm sorry.
I'm double checking something.
My roommate dropped the pan.
Crash, burn, sizzle.
Oh god.
You have issues.
I have issues. We all have
funny.
issues.
You have issues. Yeah, it's funny. Should probably check not the vampire version of subterfuge, but like the one in this book.
Yeah, I'm double checking.
Oh, the only thing difference really is passing as a ghoul versus passing as a mortal.
Well, yeah, what I'm trying to double check is what the difference between subterfuge and etiquette is. Alright, yeah, okay, I guess this is subterfuge.
Yeah.
Go for it. I'm not going to tell you what the thing is here, because it's going to be a competition roll versus her wits awareness.
Manipulation or charisma?
Manipulation, subterfuge.
Alright.
Thank God I had you talk.
Does ingenue count for this?
I would say yes.
Sure, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus.
You rolled really fucking good.
Don't worry about it.
We're really
I
bad.
swear to God, if this woman looks me dead in the eyes and is just like, "You're a fucking monster hunter, aren't you?"
Be like, oh, you're the group of people that colleague of mine talked
7.
about.
Brit. Let's go.
All right. Give me 1 second while I have to double check something myself real quick. So she did roll a full track of successes, but no crit, so you do manage to get by. I mean, she didn't die. She just got dragged to the hospital.
Is this something that happens a
No,
lot
she died
in this
there or
area?
not, but she shrugs. Sorry, what'd you say?
I was just saying, does that happen a lot here?
Yeah, shit like that happens. Well, a lot more recently, but yeah, it happens.
Like, if I'm gonna try to avoid this area. If I'm like trying to pass through here, is there any type of like? Is it one person?
Drive
Just
fast,
the type
don't
of
stop.
people?
It
Fair.
doesn't really matter. It's whoever.
Hmm.
I mean, mostly it seems to affect. Here's the thing: it mostly seems to affect people who live here, but the people who don't live here don't really visit.
He just like gets a ooh look like, and he just says, "Vicious cycle of people getting hurt and people not wanting to come in."
Yeah, for all I know, this shit might happen to people who don't live here if they come here, but people who don't live here don't come here.
I heard someone in like a horror movie costume talk about Kai. What was the name of the
Cropsy.
like
Cropsy.
Cropsy? Is that connected to this?
She just looks for a second and then looks down. Listen. I don't know how to put this, but were you raised when you were growing up? Did your parents ever tell you stories about like, oh, don't go there because the fucking Babadook will grab you or whatever?
Mine did. Actually,
Flashback to his dad just telling him about all the monsters that could live under his bed or in his closet.
My
Yeah,
dad
if
had
there's a monster
contradictory stories about sewers.
Well, listen. Here's the thing.
If you're in them, go
Parents-
deeper. If you're not, don't go in.
She just blinks.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna process that later. Listen, here's the thing that's more important to understand. A lot of the time when parents tell you that, they just don't want you to go in because they don't want you to be eaten by a bear or something. They don't want you to go in the woods because they don't
Bear?
want you to be eaten by a bear or something. But sometimes, they're telling you that because the Babadook lives in there.
He gets that
Will I
look of like, oh my
overhear this?
gosh.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for the damn bathroom.
Ethan's just watching Monty play the perfect, like, what? The Babadook is actually there, potentially? sort of vibe.
Give me 1 second and we will get you what you deserve.
It's fucking time to shit.
I just have to use the bathroom.
Hands about to
God.
fucking fist fight.
You just
Hold
hear
on.
screaming.
I
from the
go
bathroom.
over there I go over there and I just bang, bang, bang. Hey, my friend has to use the
Well,
restroom.
we're not done with this scene with Montgomery and the chick yet.
Yeah. The
I
reason
know.
we haven't gotten there yet is we're still kind of going.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyways, so
I just
yeah,
wanted to
listen,
go.
man. I don't know. I haven't seen Cropsy myself, but if you hear stories like that, it's better you just don't
So,
fuck
like,
with it. You know.
you think he's real?
I've seen some stuff.
What type of stuff?
Everyone
He
in
says
AL Street's seen some stuff.
curiously.
Stuff I'm not going to talk about.
Would that be enough
You can tell you've
to
hit a bit
try
of a
to
snag
insight?
at this point. Yeah. Give me a wits insight.
Hey.
You
So
can have this be versus her composure resolve.
that makes sense.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, at this point, could I come up to the counter and pay and give her a little bit extra to persuade her? I got $100, just like as a tip. Because I guarantee you she doesn't get paid enough
Well,
for this
let
fucking job.
Reese
Yeah.
try to do his thing first.
Yeah. I was just gonna use that as like a help thing. That's all I was trying to do.
Four.
I got you.
And also, this is a very heavily one-person thing. I'm okay if people butt in slightly. Especially since everyone is just there. I do appreciate the bathroom thing.
No,
Oh.
You can tell there's a bit of a look in her eyes, and you can't just read from somebody's facial expression alone what kind of monster they've seen. But it does seem like there's a bit more hesitancy in talking about it than just like, I don't want to get into what happened to me. And before that can really be expanded upon, you get over there. Oh, you said you're paying with card, right?
Yeah. Though it seems like you don't get much, let alone probably get paid enough to be here. So here's your little tip, and he pulls just a crisp $100 bill from his fucking wallet, along with the card.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to give me a charisma persuasion.
Let's go. That's 4 dice.
I'm gonna tell you right now. She's gonna take the tip, whatever the case.
Yeah, and that's fine. Max's is fine with it either way.
I feel like my boy's just been like counting how many times she's deflected the question on his hand. That was a deflect. Change of subject. Continuing on the change of subject.
He's distracting
going
himself
back
so
to
he
the
doesn't shit
original.
himself.
Another knock on the door. Get the fuck
Kai,
out.
you were trying to say something else, Kai? Or do you just want me to roll the charisma persuasion?
I just got rolled the charisma persuasion.
Okay, that's 4 dice. Yippee!
I feel like there's just gonna be a dead body whenever I eventually break the door down.
Well, that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna use my reroll because that was a 1 success out of 4, so I'm using a willpower to reroll 3 dice. Where the fuck did you go? Oh, that's a success. Okay, so that's. Oh, that was so needed. That's 4 successes.
All right. Yep. She just looks for a second, looks down at it, slips the money into her pocket.
And then he walks away. He said, "Put the stuff in the RV."
And somewhere a
grabs
fox
your hand.
yips.
She grabs your hand. I did a lot of accent work, but like most people on AL Street, I'm an immigrant. Young one when I moved, but I know what me and my parents saw. It was like my uncle was dead. He shouldn't have been moving.
What?
Oh, Ethan's attention is immediately on this conversation.
Hey, Beth, given that noise you just made that was so badly acted, I am going to give me a manipulation subterfuge with -2 dice.
I think she
I already
has a
have
flaw
a
for
minus
that.
2. I already have a -2 dice.
You're just acting that flaw out.
Then, yeah, you're acting the flaw. Just go, just live the flaw.
Live the flaw. What was it? Manipulation what?
Manipulation fucking, manipulation subterfuge.
Oh, I have no dice.
Oh, cool. Roll a single die.
This door is about to be broken down.
I failed.
And I don't know if I can do anything for that. Oh, I can.
Alright, you have
Before
luck of the
anything
devil
happens,
right now. Oh wait, no, that
that doesn't work for other people.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, his stuff.
So
But I
I'm
do
gonna
have a
start-
fox that's
Wait, pause real quick. Pause for 1 quick second. I just want to say something. I looked up depressed guy character art to try to find the guy in the bathroom. And I need everyone to know that a picture of Jay Schlatt appeared while I was scrolling
Yep.
through.
Yeah, that seems about right. That seems about right.
good.
Anyways, what were you
Also,
saying?
he said something about his fox.
Does it look like she's just gonna be like, the fuck? Or, like, she's gonna fully close up, talking
He just
wise?
looks very upset with Beth.
Ah, right. A fox yips behind me.
Get your fucking fox out of the store! She's more upset now. Did I tell you to let a goddamn animal in the store?
I open the door. The fox walks out.
Jesus. Common sense, people.
That laugh was not in character.
You finally do get the door open. Ethan, you just finally bust open the door and see a guy. So like the toilet is positioned in such a way that the sink is right next to it, and he is literally fully clothed, sitting on the toilet, leaning on the sink. And can you give me a quick intelligence medicine roll to see if he's alive?
Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like it got to the point after that conversation went sideways. He went, "This door will now be open." Grabs handle.
Yeah.
I will point out, you can call me over because I have 2 medicine and what was the other one? Intelligence?
Intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, I have 5 intelligence and 2 medicine.
I sure don't have medicine, but you know what? You guys are in the middle of that, and I feel like Ethan would not call you over. He'd just be like, "Well, all right, I need to go back. I need to go dice roller real quick."
Anyways,
I think we've gotten to the.
sorry if my friends are stupid.
Yeah, it's whatever. Just
I got
most
2
people in AL
successes.
Street got a story.
That's
Uh,
fair.
this is not against a quarry. You can pop that.
Sure. 3 successes.
Let's go.
All right. Technically speaking, it actually doesn't go if you don't crit it.
We've never done that.
Has that not been the rule? I thought that was. Wasn't that the
No,
rule the
we
entire time, or was
can't.
I bad?
No. You never said it had to be a crit from a crit for it to count.
That is true. This is the first time we've heard that.
All right, never mind. You walk over, and You can very barely tell that his chest is still moving up and down.
You okay, sir?
He does not respond to that. He's very unconscious.
He's probably OD'd.
I grab him by the scruff, pick him up, walk him out, lay him against the wall. This bathroom is now being occupied, and close the door.
He
Oh
just
my
slides
God.
down the wall as she sighs and reaches underneath her desk. And just... Can you guys, like, step out while I deal with him?
Sure.
Max isn't there. Ethan's shitting. So it's the other two.
Swear to
I
God,
leave.
you're gonna be the death of me, Malaise. Is the last thing you guys hear is she, like, brings something underneath his nostrils.
I can hear this conversation.
Yep. And then just... fuck. You know what, actually, as you're doing this, give me a wits investigation.
I'm
to
somewhat
just,
good
like,
at these.
overhear the noises they're talking.
Dude's a vampire or something.
It is right. Use that many. Oh. Fuck it, why not?
Alright,
I'll reroll. Why
it's
not?
a little choppy. Oh, yeah?
Cool.
okay,
Yeah, I'll just go with
pop that
3.
risk.
I'll just go with 3. I won't
I mean,
pop
there's
it.
no risk to popping it if it's not against the quarry.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, that was a
No.
crit.
Six successes. Damn.
Alright, so you were actually able to overhear their conversation.
Why am I suddenly good today? What the fuck?
Mikey, you gotta stop fucking doing this. Yeah, but the longer I'm unconscious, and then you hear, like, at the same time, like, her sarcastically repeating, the longer I'm unconscious, the more time I have to find her. I know,
Oh.
Mikey, I know. But you're gonna fucking die one of these days. She's not... You know... And she's not even... He just cuts her off. We both know dead isn't dead. If you keep talking like that... If you keep talking like that, if you keep talking like that, a fucking suit is gonna roll by again. Do you want that, Mikey? There's a period of silence. Do you want that, Mikey? No, I don't fucking want that. Good, then keep your goddamn head on your shoulders. I only have so much fucking Narcan. There's another long silence between the two of them before she sighs. Alright. Burritos or pizza? Burritos. You then hear her walk off further into the convenience store.
After a little bit more time, I leave the bathroom.
Destroying
You
the
see him
toilet.
slumped with, like, one of his his one knee up in the air and one of his arms wrapped around it.
Poor guy.
Can we see him inside, walking out of the door?
He's a little hidden behind a shelf. You could maybe see him coming out, but you couldn't see him slumped like he is now. Well, you can see him
I was talking about
picked
Ethan.
up and took out. Oh, Ethan? Yeah, you can see him as he's coming back out.
I
I'll look
would
over
like
at-
to. I would like to, before anything else, kind of just stop and go. So you were passed out trying to find someone.
Oh my god!
He just looks up at you.
You talk a little loud.
Or you had your... We weren't. Did you just spend the entire... Did you just have your ear pressed to the door while you were shitting?
No, you're out of toilet paper.
To keep more on the shelf.
Will do. But be careful doing that. And I just walk out.
And be careful being followed by the dead.
Oh, I already am. And I
I
leave.
know.
I leave.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry. Right when I get to the door, I just stop. I turn. I just turn.
He's looking directly up at where your ghost is.
That's why they came here then. That's interesting.
Those who see can't unsee.
No, I know. I kind of walk back over now. Okay, now you've got my attention.
It's enough of an interaction that isn't just him leaving after using the restroom
Oh no, I went
to
to
give
the
me a
door,
reason to walk in.
stopped, and turned back around.
Wait. Although I will say at this point, the woman is coming back over and just grabs you. Hey, sorry, we've got a no loitering policy.
You're out of toilet paper.
We keep more on the shelf.
My girl.
I'm gonna enter.
Ah, boy, I
Do you
love
Need
how
something? She just says, turning around to you instantly.
Wow, hostile.
No
Look over
loitering.
at Ethan.
Understood. I just leave.
Ethan, everything good?
Yeah, it's
He
fine.
walks past you.
Yeah, I just walk past you as I say that.
All right, I follow him back out.
Well, you guys figure
Also, it's
anything
And
out?
as you,
It's a store
As soon
that
as you
still
guys-
probably has the times and open sign up. It's not loitering.
oh yeah, I am fully aware. But she walks over and slams the door, locking it.
Montgomery looks over at Ethan.
Question for the
what?
storyteller before anything is asked to me. Would I personally know something about the suits that I just heard?
Extreme. It would be difficult to know.
Okay.
I'm going to ask for a intelligence occult difficulty 8.
If it wasn't fucking intelligence, I could maybe do this.
If you got another thing you want to argue,
What about wits?
Wi-
Can I argue
sure, I'll give
wits?
you know what? I'll give it to you. It's still difficulty 8, and this does count as quarry, so no popping without a risk of increasing the danger.
You know what? That's perfectly fine. I have 7 dice to roll.
This still requires you to get above rolling all your dice perfectly.
It'll be fine. I got this. You know, dice pool. Now that I've said that, you're gonna absolutely fuck me. So let's see, all right? Ugh. Holy shit!
Oh, exactly. Goddamn.
Oh,
Holy shit!
fuck.
I got 8 successes.
Holy
Fuck.
shit.
Okay, Ethan is on it today. Ethan is on it
Oh
today.
my
Ethan
god.
is a Chad. He is a man among mans.
Except when somebody's getting their money scammed from them.
He's fed up. He's
Well,
fed up
that's
now.
just funny.
He let it happen.
Give me a second. I wasn't expecting him to succeed.
My god.
He is an experienced hunter.
Lore-wise, it makes sense.
There we
Rolling
go.
wise, this is a phenomenon.
Phenomenal.
So, Steven, are you
Yes.
familiar with the Men in Black? Not
I
the movie,
should-
but like the conspiracy theory.
Yes.
So, when they say, the suits, you know what they mean. The MIB. The people who show up, and after you saw something supernatural, you didn't.
Oh.
You've seen them. They only show up when something's big, but they neutralize threats. You've run into a werewolf. You know how dangerous they are. There was a werewolf pack near an area you were working in that seemed even more dangerous than usual, more unhinged. 2 of those agents went into the land the pack was in, and none of those and no members of that pack ever showed up anywhere again.
Oh boy.
If the suits are who you think they are, that means there's something big in this area, and that there is dangerous people monitoring it.
So Ethan doesn't say a word outside. He's just, yep. Well, like whenever the whole thing with Monty was like, "You good?" Just yep, and he went straight into the car camper, whatever we went into.
RV.
RV.
Y'all find anything out? Once he sees all of you getting the V.
Monty's
RV?
going straight to the RV.
I'm like, oh, everyone's going in the RV. Time to go in, I guess.
Yeah, Montgomery waits for everyone to get in to ask that question, so he's gonna have to ask it like 5 times.
We are in. When everyone gets there, we are in some deep shit now.
I thought we were already in deep shit.
The door is closed and locked, right?
It is now. Max closes it and locks it.
Just to be safe, I'm gonna start driving.
Yes, we need to start driving.
On a parking lot or something.
Where do you want me to go?
Monty looks at you and says, "Most things aren't going to be able to hear us in this place.
Yeah, but I'd rather not be sitting out here.
What is it?"
Okay.
I mean, you can just start driving. Like, just get on the road.
We are.
Okay,
Starts driving.
so as I was taking a dump, I overheard the Mr. OD guy and the cashier talking, and they mentioned something about suits, like guys with suits. And I'm just gonna say this:
Is this what I think it is?
if they are anything like the 2 individuals I saw take out a extremely violent werewolf pack, we may
Oh,
be in
shit.
some deep shit.
Which
Can
part?
I
Because we
do
are.
an occult roll to see if Montgomery has been explicitly warned about this type of individual?
Yep, intelligence occult, still difficulty 8.
All right.
If these suits
Oh
are
yeah, I
hunting
assume the
something,
difficulty 8 is because of the they wipe memory thing.
Yeah,
what
100%.
part is it they're hunting? Because I don't think it would be anything akin to cropsy, right? Would it? It could be the kindred that are here.
They might be hunting Cropsy.
All I'm gonna say is it had to do something with the guy saying he saw. What was she? Wait, what was the cashier saying again about seeing someone
Her.
that she thought
He
she
just
was
said
dead?
her.
He said he was looking for her while he was unconscious.
No,
It
no,
was
no, 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 no.
Her
He
dad being
he.
not.
There, that one.
How her uncle should have been dead.
Oh yeah.
That was in character, not me asking the storyteller. That
Okay,
was
sorry.
in character, kind of like.
Sorry.
Barely 8 with a crit. And I burned a willpower.
You know the same story, the MIB that makes you forget. And you don't have the werewolf story, but your father did tell you about this vampire who seemed to push even the normal limits of vampires. They were creating these monstrosities of flesh and had their own little army going. That entire army and him disappeared as one agent in a black suit and sunglasses with no blood splatters on it walked out of their haven.
Oh god.
My boy tells the story.
My girl's like, holy.
I knew it. They were real. Fuck.
And this is why.
This is why I didn't want to talk about anything supernatural in public or be near. I don't trust the government.
Very. No,
Are-
you have all the right not to.
Are the men in black other hunters, or are they something entirely different?
No, they're not hunters.
Okay, thank you.
They're like.
If you mean monsters are their prey, yes.
Not like us. Okay.
They
fair enough.
are. From what my father has warned me, a good way to put it is your tech you make is child's play to these fuckers.
Okay.
It's scary shit. Cropsy, I don't think is what they're after. I would guess. Though it is being very public, so best
Maybe.
to watch out.
But from what Ethan just said, the chick said her father should be dead, and we know that they snap their bones back in place. Cropsy does, and they look different. Is it possessing dead bodies? What the fuck is happening? What is this?
This is magic.
Well, we
Okay,
understood
okay.
that from the vampire thing to begin with.
Monty, we know not to joke about that.
Joke about what?
It's not a joke, it's somewhat serious.
Vampires and cursed objects. Magic was already in play in this entire discussion.
No, that. I won't get into that topic now.
No.
Since you guys are being forced to drive, though, you are getting to the point that if you don't stop, you will be out of range of any of the stores.
I do stop.
Well, you're driving, so
I'll
up to the
circle
driver whether or
around.
not you stop.
Yeah. Fine.
Beth's character is
I'm
the one
driving.
driving currently, so
Okay, so there's a little closer. There's the bodega, which a bodega is essentially just a convenience store without a gas station attached. And there's also the video store.
You know, the
What
video
else do we-
store.
What else do we need, by the way?
at this point,
Because we need to get rid of.
best case scenario, we luck into him trying to kill someone and can kill him.
Well, then we just
Oh,
need to
boy.
find a place to stop that's not going to say that we're loitering.
Video store?
Are there any signs saying no loitering at the video store?
Nope. There's advertisements for movies in the window, but it hasn't been updated since, like, There's still a Scott Pilgrim poster in the window. Like, they have
I
not
love
updated
that
this
movie
shit
in
in a
the
while.
theaters.
Hold on. Can I work on? Can someone take over the driver spot?
I'll
if you
drive.
want to start driving again. I want to make maybe another potion or two, if I can. Hold on. Let me check if I have the supplies.
Well, if all we're gonna do is wait outside the video store, because I don't think we're gonna get much more from half of these guys. I don't think, unless you want to talk some more, Montgomery.
You don't really know when or where much of the stuff is happening.
Crushed ruby, gunpowder.
Well, we can park in the video store, and then you can go talk. I'm gonna try and finish the weapons and give you guys something, just in case we do run into them during this entire shit show.
Shit, my girl said. My girl just says shit as she looks at the stuff she has. She's like, I only need one toad bladder. I have everything else.
Ethan just slow turns. Man, I must have zoned out when you started doing that.
You're a bit more likely to find a toad. You're not likely to find it, but you're more likely to find toad bladder in a bodega than.
I don't even know what you're making. I'm so flabbergasted at that sentence that I don't want to know anymore.
I'm gonna
Okay,
go visit the
then.
bodega.
Yeah, okay, Montgomery, you go with her. God forbid, Ethan, you stay with me just in case something happens here at the RV. I'm gonna finish making the fucking magnetizing weapons.
I'm gonna stand outside.
Sounds good.
I can't sit down for too long.
Sorry, are you guys going to the video store or the bodega?
Bodega, apparently.
Alright.
Max and Ethan are staying behind. Those two are going to the bodega.
Give me a second.
And I'm standing outside the RV.
Well, yeah, you're not going with them to the bodega.
Yeah, I'm just stating for purposes.
Yeah.
This music's a little intense for a bodega, so give me a second.
I also have a cat on top of me now.
Oh my god.
Kitty cat. Meow. Oh. She is kneading my arm. Ow.
Who just shitted?
I mean, Ethan just did, so... They probably just now got the toilet to start flushing.
Oh my god.
You ran out of toilet
Anyways.
paper.
Goes into bodega. Are you looking for an image?
Yes, I am. But I'll describe it a bit while you're looking. So the bodega itself, like I said, it's pretty much a convenience store. They do have slightly more, like, quote-unquote real food, like no fresh vegetables or anything, but there are bananas. There's a small section with frozen food. Like, it's an aisle, but, you know. There's, there even seems to be a small spot where you could order food, though nobody's manning that right now. Apparently that closes a little bit later than the store itself closes. A little bit earlier than the store itself closes.
Yeah, not surprised there. Lilybean, I need to put you down. Come on. Go. There we go.
No, not Lily. Don't put her down. Load shotgun. Do.
I'll point out my girl is going straight to the the counter. So
All
whenever we
right.
get that image.
You know what? I'll just start before. Oh, here we go. That's it. Oh, hello. We're about
Like
to
your-
close. Is there
Oh,
something I can help you with?
Yeah, I know it's a long shot, but do you have any toads?
Where did you
Toads?
post it?
As in the frog things?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I did say it was a long shot.
No, we do not. Why might I ask? Do you need access to toads?
I need one of its livers.
That doesn't really answer the bigger question.
I'm Wiccan. I use it to make potions.
I don't.
You just said science experiment. You could have just said science experiment, and it would have been cleared up.
Really, you know, that sort of thing is it's a bit of a waste of time sometimes now, isn't it? But I don't really have. I think most people in this area are gonna have toads for you. I do believe that there is a pet store there's a pet store about a block away from here, but don't
Guess
know if they're gonna
closed.
quite encourage what you're using it for.
Out of character. This man sounds guilty, and that mixed with the image makes me think this man's already awakened. This man's just a mage that's very,
Very worried mage.
I don't know, just the vibe.
I mean, the suits have been here before. He's like, they're gonna get me.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there's a pet smart about a block from here, but don't
Isn't
know
it
if they're
close?
quite support what you're doing with the toads.
They sell mice as pet food for rats, or snakes.
I suppose that's fair enough, but usually the rats aren't, performing dark magic with it. Snakes aren't performing dark magic with it.
To be fair, if your snake is performing dark magic, you have a couple more.
Yeah. Usually it's the weasels that do dark
Okay,
magic.
Fine. Are there like any toads in like the property out
Montgomery
back?
just closes his eyes, eyebrows raised, looks at this man, and then opens his
You know
eyes
what?
again.
Here, he goes underneath the counter. Here's a bag. There's a sewer grate out back.
I'm
can see
sorry,
if
what
any
was that
toads
about
are-
weasels?
It was a joke.
Oh, great. Thank you. I grabbed the bag. Get out.
I need
That was
more
also
sleep.
a joke. It was both jokes.
Wait, that was a joke? Oh well, here. I gave him a quarter. Here's a quarter for the bag.
They cost a nickel. I need to give you your change.
Keep the change.
Oh wow. 20 cents. I can buy myself 4/5 of a gumball.
I'm in a hurry. That's
Then
Shut up.
leave. He just says.
she was saying that as she was getting out of the
Now, do you have... sir... Okay, this is turning from British to Jeff Goldblum. Give me a second. Is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
Do you have any fox food?
There are pet stores! This is a pet owner!
Listen, if you're about to close, they also are about to close. Also,
what a fox?
I have been to bodegas that have pet food.
Okay, there's a difference between we sell some dog food and we sell fox food! What do foxes eat? I don't know what foxes eat!
They can eat dog food. My character isn't in there.
Why
Dog food?
was that what I heard the most out of this entire conversation?
He rubs
That
his
whisper.
temples, goes over,
Thank you.
grabs a bag of dog food, puts it down. I need to move out from New York. I miss London.
Yeah, but then you'd have to be in England,
Right.
which is very close to Ireland.
No offense to
I
anyone from
am
England
half
or
Irish.
Ireland.
Where do you think the red? Where do you think the red mane and the skin that's never seen the sun come from?
Oh, I thought that was from, like, Scotland.
Oh no, I'm Irish.
Also, skin that's never seen the sun is all of the Isle.
I'm Irish. Fair enough. Although, never mind.
Anyways, nice to meet you. I'm Monterey.
Oh,
He says Montgomery Crowley.
Montgomery Crowley. Huh. I thought a bit of a funny coincidence. Well, in any case, I'm.
No, do you know a Crowley?
Well, yeah. I mean, I know of Crowley, the occultist. And you're friends with a witch. So that was a little funny.
Yes. My boy pays for the dog food, and as he leaves, he does say, "By the way, the Crowley you're thinking of is, I believe, my great-great-grandfather."
Well,
And I leave.
Okay, he didn't actually give me a chance to introduce myself. He just says to himself, mumbling a bit.
You were so mean to him.
His name is
All right.
Merlin.
You're useless! And then
If this man was awakened, he would. God, poor man is just like, I'm a mage. No one pays attention to me. Do I have
actually,
cloaking?
I have a separate insane thing that's going on with him, don't worry.
Oh god. As a side note, I will point this out because it is in my character image, and I believe it's... No. Never mind. Just never mind.
Alright, anyways. Beth, now that you're outside,
Yes?
I'm gonna ask for the most insane roll I've ever asked for.
Oh my god, yes.
finding a toad roll.
Let's find a toad! Or two, hopefully, maybe.
Yes.
They're all just frogs. You don't get a toad.
Oh god.
I need you to give me a dexterity animal, Ken.
Oh yeah, Ethan's gonna be watching this entire time.
And this is for your ability to both quickly recognize and capture a toad.
Oh god, I don't have any animal Ken.
I do. Though if Monty catches a toad, he's going to have it as a pet.
One success.
Alright, let
Complex
me see.
commands on the toad.
Alright, let me pop that crit.
Oh god.
Alright, so
The frog's gonna be the most supernatural thing we fight.
Okay, so as you go to grab it, the toad jumps up and lands on your head.
I'm like, god damn it!
It then jumps off and just boink, 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 as it tries to jump away.
You good there?
It just jumped on my head and, like, made fun of me, and then jumped away.
You need help?
Yeah.
Same thing. Dexterity and
Yeah,
Animal
dexterity
Ken.
animal Ken.
I like the one success is, that is a toad, not a frog. You understand the difference between a toad and a frog, but you just can't catch it. Let alone found the damn thing.
Correctly.
Oop. Christ. 6 crit.
Oh god.
Monty just walks up and
Surprisingly,
picks
that's
it up.
just barely over what you need. That frog jumped good. So
Yeah.
it's not even, it is not that. You do genuinely have to catch it. So, like, you try to do that, and it just hops around you. And it, like, hops around for a bit before you're able to, like, lift up your shirt and roll it over to catch it as it tries to hop by you. And is now trying to jumping around inside your sweater as you're holding it.
The boy brings it into the RV.
I'm just like, yes, I got a toad bladder.
Ethan watched that entire thing from just like a distance, just seeing two people fumble around a toad. Do I make a roll now to see if I complete a set of guns, the magnet guns I have?
Yeah, give me. You have 4 more steps to complete. Same roll as last time.
Yippee! Wow. Okay. That's 5 successes. Oh wait, no, whoops, hold on, sorry. No, that's only 4 successes, but that's enough to get it done, right?
Hey, that's enough. You got it. It's all done.
Awesome. With the, do I need to roll for the like hunter thing of mass production or whatever? Or do I just need to roll again to make more?
You do need to roll for mass production.
Okay.
'Cause you built the blueprint.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 1 working. And then
I will say you only had time to finish the prototype before everyone's
Fair
in.
enough. All right.
And, I'm going to make the point now that you guys could either build more stuff and try to make the potions, or go to the video store. You do not have time for both.
Okay. Probably should go to the video store.
Monty just looks at Max and Katie and is just like, if you guys want, you guys can, like, just sort of, you know,
Do it while you two go?
do what you guys want to do, and we can do this stuff.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
will sit
sounds
here
good.
and make an exploding potion.
That's just a Molotov.
I look at him. I'm making an exploding potion.
Just shut your door. I got the prototype working. I'm gonna make some more. You two go talk to the video store guy and see if we can get anything the fuck else. Because at least Rhea won't be there to go, ah! Whenever some crazy shit is told in the story. Shoot now.
Monty's sanity slowly draining. This is Call of Cthulhu. He fucking in an institute. For several reasons.
I suggested Ethan go with him, but that's up to Ethan if he wants to or not.
Oh, I totally forgot. My character knows how to make acid. Oh.
Yep.
Her taking ordnance makes the most sense.
Okay, Ethan, you gonna go with Montgomery? Steven?
Steven?
Mm-hmm.
I gave a suggestion for you to go with Montgomery to the video store. Are you going to go or not? It was just a suggestion.
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, go with her same, Kai.
Alright. You guys walk in to this store, and you can see that it is definitely a video store. Like it is not just like, oh, they still sell stuff. Like, they literally have a line of VHS tapes towards the back, but they've got all sorts of stuff. They've got they got a section for Blu-rays. It's mostly DVDs. They even have what seems to be a gimmicky section for, like, failed formats. They have, like, HD DVD and some laser discs.
Alright. So these guys into weeds.
They're probably in major debt.
Monty just looks at Ethan.
Oh, did I say that out
please.
loud?
Please make that be the first thing he says when he enters.
These guys in major debt.
He says, I said that out
Yeah,
loud,
but it's rude
didn't I?
to say that out loud, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't mean to say that out loud. I meant to just say that in my head because laser disc.
You just see the guy blink. Hey, man, it was a good format for a. Give me a second.
Like
For like
3
5
years.
seconds.
It was a good format for. It was a good format for a bit.
Igor? No, I'm kidding.
More Russian people exist than Igor.
I know.
Since when?
Ryan's character would have gone crazy in this situation, but too bad he's not here.
Well, he is. He's just sneezing.
Hi, Scott.
All right. Give me a second. I will now find a different image. Listen, man, I just wanted an older guy who looked like
Scott?
vaguely cuddly, like not threatening. I wanted a dad energy, and that's oddly hard to find without it also being like too sexy.
Remember, what you find sexy is entirely subjective, so we may not even see that at all.
Okay, you know what? Let me be more specific here. I just don't want a guy with a strong jawline. I know that's weirdly specific, but I just.
Well, if he has a beard, you don't see the jawline. You shouldn't see the jawline.
You'd be surprised with how some artists draw.
You can see jaw lines through beards, believe it or not.
You totally can.
Just because yours
Especially
is
if it's
wirely
made
doesn't mean
to-
everyone else's is, Steven.
Okay, to be fair, you need like actually a pretty fluffy beard for the jawline to not be.
That's 90%
Okay,
of
I
the
need
beards I've
Reese's
seen.
beard. You need Reese's beard to not see the jawline.
Okay, I know this guy is from something, but I don't even really know anything about it, so I'm gonna use him.
I've used him before as an NPC.
I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it. I'm pretty sure he's from the Game Grumps dating sim, but whatever.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Alright, Laserdisc was a pretty good format for a bit.
It is. It had benefits.
It was pretty advanced in the time it came out.
Oh, 100% when it came out, yes.
Store is about to close. You looking for something?
Honestly, we were just sort of curious about the whole, like, God, I keep forgetting his name. What was his name? Ethan?
Cropsy? Oh, sorry, that's sorry.
Burns. Steven needs to understand what you're talking about. Steven's forgotten what you're talking about.
Cropsy.
Cropsy.
Oh, you mean Cropsy?
Yeah.
He just looks for a second.
Everyone else that we ask about?
You boys know how to keep a secret?
Sure do.
Alright. Also, I do love him calling you two boys when he's like, at least looks-wise, the same age as Ethan. If not a little younger.
At least he considers Ethan one of the boys.
Alright, I have something to show you in back.
No.
I look over at Ethan.
This is Ethan's time to shine if he's about to get
in
murdered.
not a weird way.
Weirdly enough, you're not the only person who is Russian that words things very suspiciously that I know.
You have Russian friend?
Yes. Currently he's asleep.
Ah, too bad.
He is
Lucky
a
not.
investigative reporter.
Ah, I'm just a humble video store owner. Though, I used to be big shot back in Russia.
Video store owner or something else?
Director!
Really? What'd you film?
A Red Guardian films.
Monty just jokes and is very clearly joking as he says, of the KGB.
Hold on.
Well, not for
Hold on.
KGB directly.
Hold on. Let's not glance over what JD just said of
what
the
did JD
Red Guardian films.
I don't. Is that a reference to something?
Marvel.
I don't.
Marvel.
Okay.
Oh.
Red
Oh, God.
Guardian in the comics and
The
out
Russians Captain
is
America.
yeah, it's like their like
Well,
Timu version of Captain America.
That's all you need
I
to know.
started career early, so I did have to do a little bit of in Soviet Union.
I'd love to have heard that.
I know, right?
Okay, I'm just gonna say that in not Russian to try to get the point across. He basically said that he got to start early enough that he was required to do some, like, propaganda work for the Soviet Union.
Ah.
Regardless, though, I now do have a sort of journalism I do. He says as he, like, waves his hand and indicates for you guys to come back with him.
Okay, I'll go.
He brings you into an area that has, like, a CRT.
Fuck it, we ball.
He has a CRT, like, set up on a milk crate with an armchair in front of it. This just seems to be his, like, break room. There's another door in the back, but that one's slightly like, slightly blocked off by a rolling shelf with a bunch of DVDs shoved in it.
You about to see some found footage?
Yes, in a sense.
I was joking.
He goes over and starts to sort. He goes over to a camera that he has. It is like an old school camera. It still has like a VHS tape that it records to. And he takes that camera and he pulls the tape out as he loads up the TV.
It's not even that old.
Oh no, I recorded this last week. You see the camera is set up and pretty stable as there is a woman in a alleyway sort of looking around. It takes a bit to recognize, but you soon realize it's the same woman that you guys saw being dragged into the hospital. As she's standing there, she seems a bit uncomfortable, a bit cold, and she's looking around like she's waiting for somebody. Just as she checks her watch and sighs, she starts to walk away before something emerges from the shadows. It's just like people said, 7 foot tall and wearing a trench coat. She stares up at him for a second before she starts to try to run away, tripping as she hits the ground. You then see him lurch forwards more, and then the camera feed cuts off.
I turn to the man who owns the store. Where did you even get this?
Sometimes I just like to leave my camera recording in place. See what I can find, you know?
But why were you there?
I wasn't.
He wasn't.
I wasn't. I had camera just rolling there.
Do you have any other footage like this?
Depends. It, takes a lot of risk to record this sort of footage, you know?
Oh, we're not going to be reporting you to anything.
Oh, I know you're not. Technically, none of the footage I gather is illegal. By the way, I do want to point out that you guys were able to get a bit of a closer look at this thing's face.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. Okay, you guys would get a better look at this thing's face if my computer would work with me here. There we go.
Nope. Okay. How this guy is just going about it, it just seems so off to me.
That
was out of character. That was out of character.
Oh, definitely. It's $1,000 for a full cut.
Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
I look over at you and just question Max. Does he actually have the amount he would need?
Maybe.
Max would have told Ethan that he got like what was it, 10,000 or 2,000 in cash from the separation of all that asset stuff. So
Yeah.
he had a little bit.
Probably he does.
All right.
You can go get Max and I'll wait here.
I smile. Here, have my cane.
No,
None.
he just says, if you brought cane, it's because you need it.
Exactly. Yeah. Not needed. Just take it.
My boy was handing the cane to Ethan. to
Yeah, and
clarify.
he like goes, nah, I walk fine. You need it more than I do. Trying to emphasize, please
All right.
just take it.
I leave him alone in the room with this dude.
Who is now, what? He's got himself sort of perched up in the corner.
My boy's
first
going
thing I'm
over,
gonna
going,
ask
Max,
you-
we need $1,000.
Okay, wait, sorry, Steven was saying something at the same time.
No. It's funnier. Just Max, we need $1,000.
Alright. Let's go there.
Yeah, just grab one of the $1,000 and roll the cash and just throw it at Monty. Fuck off! I'm trying to get shit here. Going
Grabs
here.
it, counts through it. All right, thanks. Leaves.
So were you
I don't
saying...
believe Katie got the information that he just has at least $1,000 in his pocket.
Yeah, I'm in another room.
Ah,
Yep.
damn. Shit would have been funny. Anyways,
Was there something you said, Steven?
Yeah, what I was gonna say was, so where was this filmed?
Oh.
Because I don't see street signs.
It was filmed here on AL Street. It was just an alley.
As in,
One by convenience store, Big Apple, right near front of street. Little alley that runs behind it.
and you had the intuition to just point your camera towards there?
I have good intuition. Always trust your gut. That's what Mama told me.
What'd your gut say after you saw the video?
He just stares at you for a second.
Oh, I stare back.
Are you in any way attempting to hide any of your intentions or your distrust of this man?
I don't think
Ethan,
you would.
look at Ethan's face.
Yeah.
He
That
is
is fair.
stone cold right now with his eyes.
Ice cold.
He's a smooth criminal. Or he will be once he beats the fuck out of this random
but
Russian
no.
man.
No, he is holding no intentions of. To be fair, this is suspicious as hell to Ethan. So he's holding.
It made me sick. But it's not something I haven't seen before. Everyone on AL Street has a story.
I'm gonna see if his eyes jar anywhere because I have a friend that always sticks next to me.
Give me.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
Yeah, you went robo
What?
there for a split sec.
Oh, sorry. Give
Okay.
me a wits insight.
Oh no, where that? There it is.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4, you say? I'm gonna willpower this. Nothing. I don't see shit.
God, it'd be
Right,
amazing if I could hear.
Hello?
Yes, now I
Hi,
hear you.
we hear you now.
So right as you think you're maybe about to catch him looking at something, you hear a loud bang, and even if you don't look away, you blink in surprise. So you don't know if anything just happened.
You got rats?
Sorry, what'd you say?
You got rats?
Oh, of a sort, he says.
Okay.
He just looks around and then and shoves the DVD shelf behind as he opens up the door that was back there and quickly goes in and comes back out with a DVD and a shotgun. Comes out with a VHS and a shotgun.
At least we don't have to look around.
Oh lord.
Okay.
Your friend, he got money?
He should be on his way.
Then we get out the back.
See, but there's a problem now.
What?
I stand up. You just threatened me.
The gun's not for you.
Who is it for then?
The rats.
Where's your rat problem?
I'd like to know myself.
Ah,
I look for
out of
my
character.
friend.
Ah,
I look for my friend. Like is
Yeah,
I try to make
you
it
got
like
the money now, so there's nothing stopping you to build it.
my boy was literally just running back and then forth.
All right. So as soon as you see him come out with a shotgun and a VHS, and he just money now as he holds out the VHS.
I toss it.
He grabs it and tosses over the VHS.
I'm Does it look like this man's just looking everywhere?
Pretty much. I am going to, though, briefly pause, because it has been long enough. And I want them to be able to join if they wish to. So I'm going to briefly pause and cut back in time to just, can you guys give me your roles to try to make your things?
Do you want me to use my improvised gear since I know the tech so much to make it?
You just prototyped it, so I don't know if you know it so well.
Well, that's where the mass production and stuff come from, but...
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, because either way, it's intelligence and whatever, so...
Yeah, it will come with the slight... it will come with this sort of increased difficulty.
Yeah, I'd assume so, because
You'll be able to make it if you roll above a 6, but if you get anything below a 9, there's gonna be shoddy flaws in the production.
Okay.
I've got my rolls.
Okay, that's 1 success.
Give me a second, he's rolling.
Potions, recipes, difficulty. 3. Ooh, so I
That's
succeeded.
3. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll 3 of those.
I made 3 potions. Hell
Alright.
yes.
Okay, 4, but I got a crit. Is this against the quarry?
Yes. I will allow you to pop, but it might increase danger.
Are we all fine with that? Or...
Sure.
Sure.
Alright. That's if I get a 1 on this. I just gotta fail. It's 4 successes. Which would be the normal thing for improvised gear, but you increased it, so that's...
Yeah. It's because it's the hypertech thing.
That's fine.
But you know what? Here's what I'll say. You managed to make another, like... you managed to at least make another one of the ones that's, like, mounted in the RV.
Alright.
So it's not nothing.
But I do have a portable one, which was the thing that I was going for. Okay, I have a portable one and one that's mounted on the RV. Alright, sounds good.
And Beth, you said you managed to make 2 potions?
But a 3.
3, alright.
Which means
And
I have
just as you guys
5 in total.
And just as you guys finish that up, if you look out, you now see this. You now see a bearded man wielding a shotgun, looking in all directions inside his store.
As Monty just asks, a little bit Ethan, a little bit the guy with the gun. So what's the gun for?
Rats.
Rats. My mic is muted.
Rats that you can't see? He says, looking at the man looking everywhere.
Oh, some can see them, not me.
Well, that makes me want to ask the question: what the fuck do I see?
Do you
Nothing.
wait? Do you have
You see
Sensi
videos.
Unnatural?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, well, you don't see anything, but could you give me a roll?
If it's
Oh,
out,
sorry, I do
anything.
not. Sorry, I do not have seen the natural. I just have unseemly aura. My apologies.
Oh, never
My
mind.
apologies.
I thought you had Sense the Unnatural.
I
You
could
guys-
have swore you had sense the natural.
That's no. I think you guys are thinking
That's
of
Igor.
Ryan.
But
Igor has it. I just have the presence of an
Oh
unnatural.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got that confused. Yeah, okay. Do we
God.
see anything outside the video store? I highly doubt it, but you never know.
No, not real. Well, yeah, no, not really.
Boys,
You got tape. Get out. I suggest it.
good luck with your rat problem.
Yes. And enjoy your video.
We head out.
Well, you head out, Ethan. You following along, or?
Yes.
All right.
And then I look at my friend.
Is it worth it? Help with his rats.
I don't know how big they are.
As you guys are talking, another car pulls in. It's a slick black car. As you see a sharply
Walking.
dressed man in a black suit step
Oh
out.
no!
Keep walking. No, my character's just very calm. Just keep walking.
I know.
He does stop and stare at you guys for a second.
My boy is going to just sort of smile and say, "Afternoon."
Evening at this point.
It's well into the evening. He chuckles and just says, "It's well into the evening."
Has time
And
really
I have a
flown
question
by?
for you.
Hmm.
Are you hiding the tape?
Ooh. Oh boy.
It is not being actively hidden, but since he does have a goddamn trench coat, I did give it to Ethan.
I have it.
And it's hopefully in his pocket, where
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
visually viewable.
Sure is. Your hope
One
is
second.
true.
Oh,
As
but
we're
he's
trying
looking.
to walk
He's looking.
away.
He just continues to stare for a second before he just speaks as you guys are about to step in. Did you two get anything?
Nah, nothing interesting. At least nothing that you can't just stream.
I was about to say that. I hate you. You took the words right out of my mouth.
And he just stops. For some of this stuff, you have to go to very particular websites, I hear.
Yeah, the video disc stuff was interesting, but I don't got the money for that.
They got floppy disk. They got laser. I thought they stopped
Floppy discs
making
are
those.
easy to find.
No, but I just thought they'd stop making them.
Oh, they did. This is a bit of a collector's store. In any case, I actually did want to ask him about some of the stuff in the back.
There's a
Oh,
bag.
There's stuff in the back?
Yes. Speaking of which, he just stares at you very intensely. I do recommend, if you got anything from the back, you dump it before you watch it.
Well, that was strangely ominous.
Ouch.
Way I speak, he just says as he shrugs and heads in.
Get in the RV.
Get in the
Well, we, I presume, casually
Yes.
walk to the RV.
Oh yeah.
Gets in. Close the door. Leave. 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 Leave.
Monty calmly gets into the chair and casually drives in a
Back to
different
the-
direction than that man is.
Probably to the parking garage that we have because we are
Yes.
climbing AL Street right now.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I'm surprised they didn't notice the fucking
Monty was full well
Shenanigans
willing to start using Repel the Unnatural if it got.
Well, guess what? We had a mounted magnetic gun on the outside. I could just flip his fucking car.
What were you saying though, Beth?
I'm surprised he is a mage essentially, right? He's one of the mages that's like out to stop
Yeah,
everybody.
lightly implying he's New World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't notice the fucking shenanigans my girl was doing.
I'm gonna be so for real with you. It might not be that he didn't notice.
He doesn't
It might
care.
be that he just decided it wasn't particularly important at the moment.
Like, we're being quiet enough about what we're doing.
He's investigating a different thing.
Got it.
I will say that that's actually not necessarily. I'm just gonna ask. Do you guys want to call it for the night? I could go for longer, but we've been going for about 2 hours.
I will. We do have things to do tomorrow.
That is fine.
All right. Then yeah, we get to the parking garage, and that's it for now.
All right.
Woo!
Join us
Monty,
all next time.
having a heart attack in the
Bye
background.
bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.